Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our podcast. I'm Hari, and as always, I'm joined by the brilliant Leela.
Hey there, everyone. So glad to be diving into some fascinating topics with you today, Hari.
Absolutely, Leela. Today, we have an episode packed with a diverse range of articles that are sure to pique your interest. We'll be delving into ACTREC's rapid CRISPR test for acute promyelocytic leukemia, exploring India's aquaculture success along with its feeding innovations and challenges, dissecting Trump's Catch and Revoke program related to foreign student visa revocation, unraveling the nuances of understanding India's defense export protocol, questioning whether the Waqf Bill will usher in transparency, and examining the emerging role of the Global South in Ukraine peacekeeping.
That's quite the lineup we have today, Hari. Get ready for a roller coaster of insights, discussions, and maybe a sprinkle of our trademark humor along the way.
Absolutely, Leela. This episode will be a deep dive into each of these topics, so grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and join us as we explore the nuances of these pressing issues. It's going to be a longer episode, but we promise it'll be worth your while.
So, buckle up, listeners. Let's embark on this knowledge-packed journey together.
Article 1. Leela. The development of the rapid CRISPR test for diagnosing acute promyelocytic leukemia by the team at ACTREC sounds like a game changer in the field of cancer diagnostics.
Absolutely, Hari. The fact that this test can provide results in under 3 hours with almost 100% sensitivity and specificity is remarkable. It's like a rapid response team for diagnosing APL.
It's fascinating how they've harnessed CRISPR technology for this purpose. CRISPR has been a hot topic in the scientific community for its potential in various applications, and now we're seeing it being used to save lives in a clinical setting.
CRISPR truly is a versatile tool, and the best part is that this test doesn't require complex equipment, making it accessible even in resource-limited settings where timely diagnosis is crucial.
That accessibility is key, especially in regions where advanced diagnostic tools might not be readily available. The impact of this test could be monumental in improving survival rates for APL patients.
Absolutely, Hari. Imagine the difference it could make in remote areas or developing countries where access to sophisticated medical facilities is limited. This test could potentially bring life-saving diagnoses closer to those who need it the most.
The real-world applications of the rapid CRISPR test are immense. It's not just about diagnosing APL quickly, but also about enabling early treatment, which is vital for better outcomes in cancer care.
And let's not forget the cost-effectiveness of this test. Cancer diagnostics and treatments can often be financially burdensome, so a test like this that is both effective and affordable could be a game changer for patients and healthcare systems alike.
Absolutely, Leela. It's heartening to see such innovative solutions emerging in the field of oncology. However, with every advancement, there are bound to be challenges and debates.
That's true, Hari. One potential challenge could be the regulatory aspects of implementing this test widely. Ensuring its accuracy, reliability, and ethical use will be crucial as it becomes more mainstream.
There might also be concerns about the scalability of the test and its integration into existing healthcare systems. It's important to address these challenges proactively to maximize the benefits of this technology.
Finding a balance between innovation and regulation is always a delicate dance in the medical field. But with proper oversight and collaboration between researchers, clinicians, and policymakers, these challenges can be navigated effectively.
Looking ahead, Leela, what do you think the future holds for CRISPR-based diagnostic tests like rapid CRISPR?
The potential for further advancements in CRISPR technology is vast, Hari. We might see even more precise and tailored diagnostic tools for different types of cancer, ushering in a new era of personalized medicine that could revolutionize how we approach cancer care.
That's an exciting prospect, Leela. The future of cancer diagnostics and treatment certainly looks promising, with innovations like rapid CRISPR paving the way for more efficient, accessible, and effective healthcare solutions. Article 2. Aquaculture in India has truly come a long way, hasn't it? Being the third largest global producer and second in prawn production is quite the feat.
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating to see how India has embraced aquaculture to address its food security challenges. And the shift in dietary preferences towards prawns due to their high protein and low fat content, is a clear indicator of how the industry has evolved to meet changing consumer demands.
Farmers have been at the forefront of this evolution, constantly innovating to improve yield quality, tackle climate-related challenges, and enhance infection control. The use of probiotics, specific pathogen-free broodstock, and phage therapy has been instrumental in achieving a 17% growth rate in prawn production annually.
It's impressive to see the level of innovation taking place in the aquaculture sector. These advancements not only benefit the farmers, but also play a crucial role in ensuring food security for the growing population. And let's not forget the economic impact of the industry, both domestically and in terms of exports.
Speaking of exports, the demand for prawns globally has been on the rise, further underscoring the importance of India's aquaculture success. The industry not only caters to domestic needs, but also contributes significantly to the country's export revenue.
Absolutely, Hari. The global demand for seafood, especially products like prawns, presents a huge opportunity for Indian farmers. However, with great success comes great challenges. Climate change, for instance, poses a significant threat to aquaculture operations. Rising sea levels and changing water temperatures can have a profound impact on production.
That's a valid point, Leela. Climate resilience strategies will be crucial moving forward to ensure the sustainability of aquaculture practices. Additionally, there might be debates surrounding the use of certain innovations like probiotics or phage therapy. It's essential to strike a balance between technological advancements and environmental sustainability.
Finding that balance will indeed be key, Hari. As we look to the future, it will be interesting to see how the aquaculture industry continues to evolve. Will we see more sustainable practices being adopted? How will technological innovations shape the sector in the coming years?
Those are important questions to consider, Leela. The future of aquaculture in India and globally will likely be shaped by a combination of factors, including technological advancements, regulatory frameworks, and consumer preferences. Adapting to these changes will be crucial for the industry to thrive and continue contributing to food security and economic growth. Article 3. Leela, the Catch and Revoke program initiated by the Trump administration regarding foreign student visa revocation, is certainly stirring up a lot of debate. It's concerning how visas are being revoked for students involved in campus protests or advocating for human rights.
Absolutely, Hari. The use of AI to identify these students based on their social media activity adds a whole new layer of complexity to the issue. It's like Big Brother watching over your digital shoulder, deciding your fate.
The fact that over 300 foreign students had their visas revoked under this program by March 27th, including Indian students, showcases the significant impact it's having. The tightening of regulations against universities supporting these movements and cutting federal funding for institutions like Columbia and Johns Hopkins is quite drastic.
It's a tough spot for these students who come to the U.S. for education and end up facing such consequences for exercising their rights to free speech and advocacy. The legal complexities surrounding immigration enforcement actions against foreigners and the concerns about constitutional rights are at the forefront of this issue.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this program, Leela, do you see any real-world examples or recent news that highlight similar challenges faced by foreign students?
Definitely, Hari. The recent protests in Hong Kong and the involvement of international students from mainland China studying abroad come to mind. These students may face similar dilemmas if they speak out against their government's actions.
That's a great point, Leela. The intersection of politics, free speech, and academic freedom is becoming increasingly complex in today's globalized world. The challenges and controversies surrounding this issue are multifaceted. What are your thoughts on potential solutions or approaches to address these challenges?
It's a delicate balance between national security concerns and respecting individual rights. Perhaps enhancing dialogue between government agencies, universities, and student groups could lead to more nuanced policies that safeguard both security interests and fundamental rights.
Looking towards the future, Leela, what do you think could be the potential developments related to this topic? How might it impact our listeners or society as a whole?
With technology advancing rapidly, we might see more sophisticated AI tools being used for such purposes, raising questions about privacy and surveillance. It's crucial for societies to have open discussions about the boundaries between security measures and respecting civil liberties to navigate these challenges in the future.
Absolutely, Leela. The evolving landscape of immigration policies and the protection of individual rights will continue to shape the global educational experience for foreign students. It's a topic that warrants close attention and thoughtful consideration moving forward. Article 4. So, Leela, let's dive into this fascinating article about India's Defense Export Protocol. It's impressive to see how India has developed such a robust legal framework for strategic trade control.
Absolutely, Hari. India's emphasis on compliance with international obligations and its handbook on strategic trade control systems show a clear commitment to preventing WMD proliferation and controlling the transfer of military items. It's crucial for maintaining global security.
India's goal to boost defense exports to 50,000 crore by 2029 is ambitious, especially considering the current exports reaching 23,622 crore in FY 2024-25. The licensing system, with SCOMET lists and the Defense Ministry's role in authorizing munitions list items, is pivotal in achieving these targets.
It's interesting to note the various policy measures like the Export Promotion Cell and the Defense Export Promotion Scheme that have been put in place to streamline export approval processes. These initiatives not only support defense exports, but also promote indigenous manufacturing through Make in India products.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this topic, Leela, how do you think these export controls impact India's position in the global defense market?
Well, Hari, India's stringent export controls not only ensure compliance with international norms, but also enhance its reputation as a responsible player in the defense industry. With global tensions rising, countries are more cautious about where their military equipment comes from, making India's adherence to strict regulations a significant advantage.
Absolutely, Leela. And let's not forget the economic aspect. By boosting defense exports, India not only strengthens its defense capabilities, but also contributes to its economy, creating jobs and fostering innovation in the defense sector.
When it comes to challenges and controversies, Hari, one debate revolves around finding the right balance between effective export controls and promoting defense exports. Some argue that stringent regulations might hinder growth, while others emphasize the importance of safeguarding sensitive technologies.
It's a delicate balance indeed, Leela. One potential solution could be to continuously review and update export control policies to adapt to evolving threats and technologies. By incorporating feedback from industry experts and stakeholders, India can ensure that its export controls remain effective without stifling growth.
Looking towards the future, Hari, I believe we can expect to see further innovations in India's defense industry, especially with the focus on promoting Make in India products. This not only benefits the domestic industry, but also positions India as a key player in the global defense market.
Absolutely, Leela. As technology advances and geopolitical dynamics shift, India's approach to defense exports will play a crucial role in shaping its future trajectory. It's an exciting time for India's defense industry, and I can't wait to see how it evolves in the coming years. Article 5. So, Leela, let's dive into the recent debates surrounding the Amendment Bill of 2025. This bill seems to be stirring up quite a bit of controversy regarding government regulation over Waqf properties.
Absolutely, Hari. For our listeners who might not be familiar, Waqf properties are essentially religious endowments under Islamic law, dedicated for charitable or religious purposes. The idea behind these endowments is to ensure that the property is used in a way that benefits the community.
It's interesting to see how this bill aims to bring about more transparency and oversight by introducing changes like restricting Waqf dedications to Muslims for at least 5 years and including non-Muslim representation on Waqf boards. It seems like a step towards modernizing the management of these properties.
Indeed, Hari. The introduction of a centralized registration system for Waqf properties could enhance financial oversight, ensuring that these endowments are managed efficiently and effectively. However, critics are raising concerns about the potential implications on religious autonomy and property rights.
The legal challenges against the bill questioning its constitutionality are certainly worth exploring. It's essential to strike a balance between regulatory control and religious freedom when it comes to managing Waqf properties.
Absolutely, Hari. The delicate balance between government regulation and religious autonomy is a complex issue that requires careful consideration. While transparency and accountability are crucial, it's also important to respect the religious significance of Waqf properties and the communities they serve.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this topic, Leela, how do you think these changes in the Waqf Bill could impact the management of Waqf properties in today's world?
Well, Hari, the increased government regulation could potentially streamline the administration of Waqf properties, ensuring that they are utilized more effectively for the benefit of the community. However, there are concerns about how these changes might affect the traditional autonomy that Waqfs have enjoyed over the years.
It's a delicate balance, for sure. On one hand, we have the need for transparency and accountability in managing these properties, but on the other hand, we must be mindful of not infringing on religious freedoms and rights. It will be interesting to see how these debates evolve and what solutions might be proposed to address these challenges. Article 6. So, Leela, the idea of the Global South playing a significant role in peacekeeping efforts in Ukraine is quite intriguing. It seems like a departure from the traditional Western-led initiatives we often hear about.
Absolutely, Hari. The Global South, composed of nations from Africa, Asia, and Latin America, brings a unique perspective to the table. Their historical experiences and specialized skills in peacekeeping could really make a difference in the conflict resolution process.
India, in particular, stands out as a potential leader in this scenario, given its extensive peacekeeping history and balanced relationships with various nations. It's interesting to see how a country's past experiences can shape its future role in global affairs.
Definitely, Hari. India's involvement could bring a sense of credibility and neutrality to the peacekeeping mission. And the idea that a Global South-led initiative could offer a more inclusive, fair, and effective approach is quite compelling. It's about showcasing the importance of these regions in international diplomacy.
Moving on to the current relevance of this topic, it's fascinating to see how the dynamics of global diplomacy are evolving. The call for the Global South to take a more prominent role in peacekeeping reflects a shifting power balance on the world stage.
Absolutely, Hari. We see examples of this in recent conflicts where traditional Western interventions have faced challenges. The Global South's involvement could bring a fresh perspective and potentially lead to more sustainable peace agreements.
However, Leela, there are bound to be challenges and controversies associated with this shift in peacekeeping leadership. Some may argue about the readiness and capacity of Global South nations to take on such significant responsibilities.
That's a valid point, Hari. Ensuring the proper training, resources, and coordination among diverse nations will indeed be a challenge. It's crucial to address these concerns to ensure the effectiveness and success of any peacekeeping mission led by the Global South.
Looking towards the future, Leela, how do you think this shift towards Global South leadership in peacekeeping might impact international relations and conflict resolution efforts?
It's an interesting question, Hari. If the Global South can prove its capabilities in maintaining peace in Ukraine, it could set a precedent for more diverse and inclusive approaches to global challenges. This could potentially reshape the landscape of international diplomacy and cooperation.
Absolutely, Leela. It's a pivotal moment where the Global South has the opportunity to showcase its strengths and contribute significantly to global stability. This shift could not only benefit regions directly involved, but also have ripple effects across the entire international community.
Indeed, Hari, the emerging role of the Global South in peacekeeping is a significant development to watch closely, as it has the potential to bring about positive changes in how we approach conflicts and work towards sustainable peace worldwide.
Conclusion. Well, folks, we've covered quite the array of topics today, from cutting-edge medical advancements to international diplomacy and everything in between.
Absolutely, Hari. It's fascinating to see how science, policy, and innovation intersect in our world today. The ACTREC's rapid CRISPR test for acute promyelocytic leukemia is a game changer in healthcare, offering hope for quicker and more accurate diagnoses.
And let's not forget India's aquaculture success, highlighting the importance of sustainable practices in feeding our growing population. It's a reminder that innovation is key in addressing global challenges.
True, and the discussion on Trump's Catch and Revoke program sheds light on the complexities of foreign student visa policies. It's crucial to stay informed and engaged in these critical issues that impact individuals worldwide.
And speaking of international matters, understanding India's defense export protocol and the emerging role of the global south in Ukraine, peacekeeping showcases the ever-evolving dynamics of geopolitics.
Definitely, Hari. And let's not overlook the potential transparency brought by the Waqf Bill. It's essential to support initiatives that promote accountability and fairness in governance.
As we conclude today's episode, we encourage you to reflect on these topics, stay curious, and continue exploring the world around you. Remember, knowledge is power.
Thank you for tuning in, dear listeners. We appreciate your support and look forward to delving into more engaging discussions in our future episodes. Stay curious, stay informed, and until next time.
Take care, everyone.